Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles are 8-1 through 9 games following a Week 9 win against Dallas with a final score of 28-23. And man, I don't think there's been a duo in the league this year that has been more lethal than AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. The only duo that's even competing is obviously the Miami duo of Tua and Tyreek. But so far this year, right? Not Jalen Brown. I'm thinking about basketball. Jalen Hurts, 80.5 passing grade, eighth in the league. 20 big time throws, which is third in the league. Very good deep passing grade of 90.3, which puts him top 10. Now he got 7 touchdowns to 4 picks when he's throwing 20 plus yards down the field. Okay, not too bad, right? But last year, he only had 3 picks when throwing 20 plus yards down the field, and that was through 15 games. So he's already got more picks taking risks down the field. But in general, his turnover worthy plays have skyrocketed because a play like this, receivers open in the bottom circle, right? You would think Hurts is going to hit that over the double team Goddard in the other circle up top, right? And then you see the other angle, and you see Hurts is just staring Goddard down, which is normally not a mistake he makes, right? And the safety's looking dead at him, who I have circled, or safety or corner, the defensive back. And I mean, that's just easy. And this is late in the game. This is fourth quarter. We need a money drive, and Hurts just throws it straight to him. Next play, they score. He gets another chance, and he throws an incomplete pass to Devontae on fourth down. Game over. So Hurts has had a few plays that's a little bit uncharacteristic of him. Like we don't expect certain plays from Hurts that we've had this year. Like he only had 12 turnover-worthy plays through 15 games last year, and then he already has 12 through 9 games this year. So he's taking more risks with good reason because, I mean, A.J. Brown has been absolutely ridiculous this year. 91.9 receiving grade on PFF, second in the league, 67 catches, 1,000 yards, 1,005 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 drop and 89 targets, which I still think is crazy. Like one of the lowest drop rates in the league. And he's one of the best against man and zone, as he has a 92.9 grade against man coverage. And as you can see in a clip like this, I mean, the corner is just on an island. Like Washington did not learn their lesson, man. This corner's flat-footed. He has no clue what A.J. Brown's about to do, and A.J. has him right where he wants him. Hurts is already kind of peeking over to look at A.J., and I mean, A.J.'s just separating, man. Like, it don't matter if he separates or it's contested. A.J. Brown is getting it done this year. Like I said, 92.9 against man, 87.7 grade against zone. But more impressively, he has 11 contested catches on 20 contested targets for a 55% completion percentage. And he's tied for the most contested catches. Only person tied with him or has as many as him is DJ Moore. Passer rating of 125 when targeted. And he's second in first downs with 46. And man, clips like this, I mean, Jalen Hurts has complete trust in him. There's a route right under my circle at the 10 where there's a receiver wide open, right? And as you can see, Jalen Hurts, he's already loading up to throw the ball, and we're maybe 2 seconds into the play. He has complete faith in A.J. Brown, who's smothered right now, to make a play. And I mean, he makes an absolute play, one-handed catch. I mean, I don't know what you want the defensive back to do. Like at this point, I feel like teams just need to double A.J. Brown. And then even when you double A.J. Brown, then there's Devontae on the other side ready to make a play. Like this team is ridiculous on offense. They're running the ball well right now. And A.J. Brown is just making contested catch after contested catch, depending on the week. He loves Washington, though. I want to say he's 5 for 7 on contesting catches against Washington specifically. But in general, Hurts has just been hitting him deep and intermediate. His intermediate grade is 95.5. Which is second in the league to only Lamar, who has a ridiculous grade. But that's a story for another day. But as I brought up earlier in the video, Hurts has 12 turnover-worthy plays so far this year. But what I found interesting was that his short passing grade is much worse this year compared to last year. Now, obviously, it's probably going to get better as the year go on. But he went from an 80.1 last year to a 59.6 this year in terms of passing grade from 0 to 9 yards. and he had 6 touchdowns to 1 pick last year. But this year he has 3 to 4 in terms of touchdown to interception ratio. So found that a little interesting that he's making a little bit more mistakes than he was last year compared to this year, as he also is on pace for 15 picks. So I wonder how that's going to kind of smoothen out as the season goes on, as defenses start to adjust to A.J. Brown and not leaving him single covered, because I don't know why these defenses, these DCs, the defensive coordinators are just making the mistake of just leaving AJ on the island with their corner. Unless you got Darrell Reeves or something, man, you better have somebody shadowing over the top, because right now that duo is lethal whenever Hurts is hitting them. But at times it can get clunky, so got to see how the defense plays out. The back end's been a little sus this year, but if they can somewhat smoothen out the passing game to where he's not having to throw to AJ Brown for like every other play, we might be seeing the Eagles late into January and potentially a Super Bowl. But right now it's kind of a wait and see game, but it is looking really good in Philadelphia.